What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Martin Moreno, aka the Boxing Purist. Welcome to the Truth and Absolute channel, where we speak the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God Almighty. All right, y'all. A lot of news this week, man. There's a lot of things happening in the boxing world right now, man. I mean, everything from Stevenson versus Valdez. We got the Thurman fight coming up here soon. I mean, what else is there? The Canelo and the options that were thrown out at him for his next fight. It's getting nice, man. We're starting this new year off pretty nice, man. There's going to be some fights that we wanted to see. There's going to be some fights that we didn't really care to see, but they're going to happen anyway. It's all good, man. It's all going to work out for our advantage. The boxing fan. Anyhow, so I read that Eddie Hearn is offering Canelo, I believe it's a 2-fight deal. One of those fights would be against the 175-pounder Dimitri Bivol. Dangerous fighter. He's obviously bigger than Canelo. I believe he's 18-0. The guy's undefeated, and he means business, man. That guy's no chump, man. He's no chump. He hasn't fought the best necessarily, but he's not a pushover nonetheless. And then you got, I believe it's the Gennady Golovkin trilogy fight that Eddie Hearn is also offering to Canelo. Now that one, I don't feel like it does too much for Canelo's legacy at this point. I mean, they'd fight at 168. I don't think Triple G is fought at 68. I may be wrong, though. I'm going to check after the video. It's a fight that will sell for sure, though. You got a trilogy with both of them, Canelo and Gennady Golovkin. It's bound to sell. It's the trilogy. I mean, in my opinion, they split the fights, even though the first one was ruled a draw. Don't be mad at me, boxing world. Like I said, the channel is Truth and Absolute. Yo, I got to speak the truth. We can't be biased on here. You feel me? I feel like Canelo lost the first fight. Super close. But I feel like he lost. I feel like Triple G did more. But years later, man, a trilogy fight at 68 when Canelo is now in his prime, I feel like he'll stop Triple G. But nonetheless, it'll be a big seller. It'll be a seller wherever they fight. That is for sure. And then you got, who is it? Al Haymon. Now, this is the interesting one. See, a month ago, I heard that Canelo was offered like 40 or 50 million to get inside the ring with Jermall Charlo, which blew my mind because I'm like, to fight Charlo? Why? Charlo, I mean, don't get me wrong. Charlo's a good fighter. I mean, he's a strong dude. He's big for his weight class. I mean, he still has a big future ahead of him. But the guy's not a huge draw. I'm sure in Houston, Texas, the man's a huge draw. He's from there. I'm sure in Texas he does well. But outside of that, he's not really known to the people that, they have a barbecue going on or something and they order a fight. Jermel's not someone's fight that they're going to pay to watch. It's just the truth of it, man. That fight's being offered to him by Al Haymon, which to me, man, I feel like Al Haymon, and we all know Al Haymon, man. We know these boxing promoters. We want to think and believe that they're out for the best interests of the fighters, but it's a business at the end of the day, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a business. He is offering Canelo, I believe, 40 or 50 million to fight Jermall. In my opinion, I labeled this as that Al Haymon is giving up Jermall Charlo as the sacrificial lamb. The reason I'm saying that is because, listen, man, Al Haymon is no dummy. The people around him are not dumb. When they make moves with these investors and stuff, they know exactly what they're doing. They're not going to take any big chances. What they're doing right now, and this is just what I think, y'all, this is not set in stone. This is just the feeling I get, is that Al Haymon is willing to offer Canelo that, because if they do fight in Houston, Texas, you got Canelo's crowd is everywhere, especially Texas. But if you fight in Houston, now you got Jermall's crowd too. For sure, it's going to sell out. I believe it's the Toyota Center where the Houston Rockets play. For sure, it's going to sell that out. And then you got Canelo's crowd. I mean, it sells pay-per-view. It sells tickets. And it's appealing. The fans are talking about it, And that's another thing, though. That's kind of the easy way out if you tell me for Canelo. I believe that Gennady Golovkin and Dimitri Bivol are bigger threats to Canelo at this stage. Reason I say that is because Gennady Golovkin a few times has been on that stage and the guy is tough as nails. Dimitri Bivol holds a size advantage over Canelo just to start the fight. Canelo has to fight extra perfect against a 175-pounder that's in his prime and is dangerous and hungry. Jermall Charlo, all of a sudden, you got Al Haymon offering that much? Listen, win or lose for Jermall Charlo, which y'all got to understand, if it sells out the arena, PBC and Al Haymon, they get paid. Doesn't matter the butt whooping that Jermall Charlo would take. And again, it's boxing. I understand anything could happen. Anything could happen in boxing. Anybody's got a puncher's chance. But Jamal has not fought at that level yet. Y'all could keep saying it all you want. His biggest win is against Austin Trout, yo. A defeated Austin Trout. That's the biggest win for Jamal right there. And he's still going. His career's not over. I'm sure he's going to have big fights. But to say off the top that, oh, man, Canelo's ducking him, he smokes Canelo in the ring, it's kind of far-fetched, yo. Let's keep it real. It's kind of far-fetched. He's never tasted that stage before. He's never fought a fighter like Canelo. It is what it is, yo. It is what it is. So let me know what you guys think, though, man. Let me know who you guys think Canelo should fight. And, man, let me just tell you this, man. Take the bias away from it, y'all. Don't focus on your favorite fighter. Don't focus on hating on a fighter. Who do y'all think that Canelo should fight next? Me personally, I think the one that does the most for his legacy at this point is BIVOL. He's undefeated. He's a 175-pounder. I think he helps Canelo's legacy. Triple G, they'd be settling. They're 1-1, right? Not on paper, but they'd be settling. You know, they split the first two, and it would sell. It's going to sell for sure. No matter what, that fight would sell. I'd pay for it. I'm sure you guys would too, no matter how much crap we talked about it. Then you got Charlo. That fight right there, it doesn't do much for Canelo's legacy. It does it for him in the sense of y'all that like to think that Jamal's some kind of big dog that everyone's running from. It'll shut you guys up, I think, but it doesn't do much for Canelo. On the flip side, it does sell very well. So in my opinion, I think BIVOL does the best for Canelo's legacy. Triple G, that fight sells. Charlo sells, and it's an easier fight for Canelo. It'd be his first fight at 168. He's never fought north of 160. He's big for that weight class, but y'all got to remember, when you go into that ring with more weight on you, everything changes, y'all. The demographic is different. You might maybe take your power. You might be a little bit slower. It takes time to actually grow into that weight, not just jumping right into it. So I think that Jamal would be the easiest route for Canelo. But anyway, let me know what you guys think, man. Like the video, comment. I really want to know what you guys are talking about, man. I engage with you guys' comments too. So whatever you had to say it, man. I will reply. We'll talk boxing. All right. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, please do so. And one more thing, man. I got to give it up to the late, great Kobe Bryant, man. This is Mamba Week. He's my favorite basketball player ever by far. He's my GOAT. God rest his soul. But anyway, man, y'all have a great night. Again, let me know what y'all think. God bless y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see y'all soon, man. Peace.